Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is the series where I try to improve by 1% every day, indefinitely, of course. And this is around day 13. And today I've just been realizing like the struggle between trying to be the best version of yourself and trying to improve and trying to live your life versus like the pull that social media has and like just scrolling. So even though I know that just scrolling on social media is bad, right? And I shouldn't be doing it because there are much better things I could be doing. Um Still, even after having like big bouts of motivation and big times where I just like think, right? I still end up getting bored and just scrolling on social media for a little while. Um and this is like especially complicated when I'm trying to accept things like you just accept that death is imminent, so you kind of have to live your life, right? You are going to die someday, so you just have to live your life. And really, things just shouldn't get in your way because it'll all end someday, right? Just live your life to the fullest. And I think about that and I sit there and I'm just thinking like in deep thought, and I'm like, yeah, like why do I even have all this social media stuff? Why is my screen time 6 hours a day? Um, and then I find myself 30 minutes later, like getting bored for a minute, and then I'm scrolling for the next hour. So it's it's getting out of hand, like being on social media so much, and then also it's conflicting so much with like my actual thoughts. Like there's my conscience, yeah, my conscious self is saying like, hey, we should not do this, we should not go online, we should live our life to the fullest, right? We should go try new things, we should face our fears, we should better ourselves. And then there's the other side of me, um my unconscious, that's like, hey, we're a little bored right now. It's like, even though you're doing something right now and you shouldn't be bored at all, you might not even be bored, but let's go on YouTube, let's go on Snapchat, and let's scroll. And that's kind of that's the battle. And the problem is being conscious the whole time, like throughout the whole day, is it's exhaustive. It's almost impossible to do. But then being unconscious just happens so frequently throughout the day that it's so easy to slip into bad behaviors, right? Lucky for me, I don't have too many bad behaviors or like bad addictive behaviors going for me. It's mostly social media. Um, I'm really happy about that. Like I don't eat junk food or anything, but still, it even just one thing, like one shackle, can hold you down so much. And I think I don't really know what to do about this right now. I'm gonna keep thinking about it, but I think what I'm starting to realize is I need to get more off my phone and actually think, right? It's not like be alone for the rest of your life and like be in solitude. It's like maybe you take out the AirPod every once in a while and you just like walk the hall in silence. Or while you're taking your shower, you don't play music, you just think, right? There's times where you have to think and actually process what you learned during the day and what you saw, and like how you should change yourself for the next day. But right now I'm kind of being like a mindless mob, right? I'm just like moving through life and I never have time to think because there's always music or like scrolling going on. There's always something going on where I don't have the time to just chill and think. So today when I was like punching the punching bag, I decided, hey, maybe I'll take off the headphones for a minute. And I took off the headphones and I was like, wow, this is actually so nice. Like I could hear my fist hitting the bag. I'm like, that's a nice sound. I like that. And then I could hear myself breathing and I'm like, this is actually pretty nice. Right? And I didn't even find myself getting tired as much. I found that I actually enjoyed punching the bag more when I didn't have headphones on because I was more like in the activity and I was more in like a state of flow, like a flow state. Of course, I'm not that good at boxing or anything. I actually did just buy like one of those heavy duty bags, because right now I have like a bag, you hit it and it like goes down and back and you hit it again. And now I'm gonna get like one of the heavy duty bags, so maybe I can start kicking. But yeah, it's really a fight between like the conscious and unconscious here, right? You're like one side you want to be a Spartan, right? And then the other side you're like, I'm going to go scroll. Okay, so now to my day. Um, I woke up with a plethora of alarms. Like I said, that one alarm that I was gonna put like away. I put my phone in a box and set an alarm for 4:30 a.m. and the box opened at 4:34. Oh my gosh, was that alarm annoying? Like it's pretty quiet, but I could hear it while I was trying to go back to bed, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Set an alarm for 4:20 that I had to get out of my bed and go turn off. Then that alarm went off at 4:30, and then I had an alarm next to my bed, and I was trying to like mess with them, and finally at like 4:35 I couldn't even go back to bed because first of all the alarm in the box was still going off, and then the alarm next to my bed was about to go off, and I was just like laying there like tirelessly, and that's probably a good thing for the morning because it actually made me get up. And what I did then was I think I stretched a little bit. I think I spent like 15 minutes on Snapchat just like scrolling. But besides that, then I actually did exercise a little bit. I did a lot more pull-ups, dips, and stuff. I think overall I went through like a whole card deck of my exercises. So that's probably over around 100 pull-ups, 100 dips, 100 tricep pull-ups, tricep push-ups, and then 200 leg raises. Um, so I did that. And then school was pretty all right. I was kind of locked in today, but then there were times where I was just goofing off with friends, right? It's really on and off with me. Like, am I goofing off or am I actually going to do the right thing, right? Um, and then tennis was canceled. So, of course, that means the whole time I would have been at tennis, 2 hours. I got home and I went on Snapchat and scrolled. But then after that, I went and worked out and I finished like that deck of cards. So did a lot more pull ups and stuff. And then I actually went and hit the punching bag for a while. And what I've been doing is like I usually wear gloves when I do the punching bag. And then people wear gloves. And then people also wear like I don't know, the mitt on their hands that's like smaller that they put in their gloves. But then also, what I like doing is like occasionally, like once or twice a week, I just go hit the punching bag for like 5 minutes without gloves, right? And just like hit with my fists. And I'm not sure if that's going to damage my fists in the long run, but I think it will make my fists stronger no matter what, like that they can actually take abrasions, like they get cuts on them. So I think it'll make them stronger. And honestly, sometimes you've got to, what do they say? You sweat more in like the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle, right? So that's the same thing. Like the more you bleed now in training in a controlled environment, the less you will bleed in battle, right? So like if your hands are opening now, just think what that would be like if you're actually in a fight, or like your fists are taking a beating, but you've never trained. Like your fists have never taken that beating before. They're going to be gory. But if you if you start working on it now, it's not going to be so bad. Also, it's kind of nice to have like stronger fists, right? And I kind of like having like cuts all over. Like, oh, that's not a good thing to say. It's like the same thing as having calluses on your hands, right? It's kind of the same. It like reminds you that you've been working. So I did that, and then of course I stretched and spent another hour on Snapchat. Yeah, but that was my day. It's really, yeah, I've spent too much time on social media, of course, but I think I did improve by 1% today because I went through that whole deck of cards, which I know that doesn't mean that much to other people, but it means a good amount to me. Um, and I definitely did more pull-ups than I think I could have done before. So that'll be crazy. Like that's crazy. And then buying that new punching bag, it'll be here around next week, like this time next week. And it's big enough where I can like actually kick it. So I can start training my shins. I know it's not gonna sound fun and it's definitely gonna bruise my shins, but I'm gonna work on it. It's like how like the Muay Thai like kick trees and things. It's like I'll work on it. I'll slowly ease into it. And then also that'll just that'll be nice because I'm kind of breaking my punching bag. Like it's the metal is bending. It's not very high quality metal at all. But this one that I'm buying is like double the price and it's more heavy duty. Like the one that I have is like 15 pounds of water in the bottom. The one that I'm getting is like 100. There's no way it's 160 pounds of water in the bottom. There's no way that's true. But I'm probably going to go buy sand from Home Depot and fill it up. All right. So I'll say I improved by 1% today. I'll take it. I really got to focus on academics coming up here because I have 5 AP tests, and that's going to be crazy. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.